What's up, Gemini? Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. We're going to be doing your November 2024 Tarot and Oracle reading today. And please forgive, the sunshine is like coming through the camera and it's very beautiful, but it's kind of hazy. So it's not actually a dirty camera. It's just sun. That's a good sign, right? Let's start your reading with lots of sun. So, to all of you guys who've been with me for a while, I really appreciate all your love, your comments, your likes and subscribes. Thank you so much. I just want to let you know, I read every single one of your comments. I pray for you guys. For any of you who are coming into the channel for the first time, I appreciate you giving it a chance. This is a really lively, loving community, and we all kind of lift each other up in the comment section and with prayer and all the good stuff. So if you'd like for me to pray for you, anybody else to pray for you, simply say hi in the comment section or even pop up an emoji there if you're shy, and we'll put our good intentions towards you. All right, you guys, let's get right into it. So we're actually going to start with our oracle asking what is going on with Gemini right now. What are some general messages that we need to be aware of? We have the message of declutter. Now this is something I'm going to probably expand on, but we'll start with this. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Now, this can also mean emotional too. This can also mean relationships. Donate what you can to help others who may need them. Okay, so if you don't like that friend, give them to somebody else. Just kidding. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So basically, being discerning with what gets to occupy your time and your space. Let's get another one out here. So this is general messages. These are the Geminis I'm talking to currently. What do we need to let them know about? Month of November. New opportunities and choices are opening up to you now. Claim them. This has got that death card all over it. And death card is actually a really positive card, I think, in tarot. Excuse the noise in the background. My cat found a piece of paper. So, yeah, this is like making space for new things to enter your life, right? So you're pushing some old things that are just cluttering it up out of the way. So, for my Geminis, November 2024, for my Geminis, we're only taking the cards that fly out and choose you. If they fly in reverse, that's how we read them, to respect the cards. It's a conversation. Okay, so I'm going to give you kind of a general idea of where we're going with the tarot reading, and then we'll unpack it from there. Okay, you guys, this is going to be an extended, awesome 4 of Wands with the sun. Right on. Let's get some more. So what that means is that there will be a link in the description box, and it's $6 for an extended reading. It's about the price of a cup of coffee. Now, for those of you guys who don't want to spend any money on an extended reading, I'm going to pack as much as I can in about 15 minutes, 16, 18, 19. Sometimes it gets away from me. But I know that some of you guys like the shorter readings and some of you guys like the longer readings. So I want to honor that. King of Cups, clarity on that. Queen of Swords, clarity on that. And Heartfelt, clarity on that. Nice. All right, you guys. There's some people here getting healing with the King of Cups. This could be a water sign, or it could even be your energy. The King of Cups is somebody who's compassionate and intuitive, tolerant and kind. There's a kind of a paternal energy to the King of Cups, but it doesn't have to be male. We've got 6 of Swords here, which is healing. It's moving on from a place of turmoil. And we're going to unpack more about that soon. But I'm going to tell you these cards too. Queen of Swords can easily represent air energy, like yourself. There's Knight of Cups energy attached to it as well. Empathy for others. This could be an apology, or it could just be Queen of Swords moving forward, motivated by their feelings to connect. I'm going to unpack that too. That's very interesting. I'm going to pause this video so that I can remove my cat from the room. One moment. Thank you. Sorry about that. So we crumple these little pieces of paper and throw them like footballs around the house. And the cats actually like them better than the expensive toys. So did not work in my favor today. So yeah, you guys, this is a very happy reading so far. Let's get back into it. There is this expansiveness of possibility within a realm of a relationship, it feels like, but I don't want to unpack it yet. We got to get more information out here. It's really positive though. Four of Wands and the Sun. What is this all about? The Fool, the new journey. This feels very expansive, kind of like this feels like, you know, after you get out of an argument, you've been at odds with somebody apologizes or presents a way to heal with one another. And all of a sudden it's like the world's your oyster again and the sun's shining on you again. This feels like a relationship reading so far. Flipping, but okay, that doesn't want to come out. Temperance, transformation occurs through communication. Somebody's got to get something off their chest. I would not be surprised if you're receiving an apology, or for some of you guys, you're the ones who are going to deliver the apology. And it changes everything though. That remains the same. Regardless of whether it's you apologizing or somebody apologizing to you, you guys, there's importance here. This communication is so important. Somebody needs to get something off their chest, and it really introduces fresh enthusiasm and inspiration into this whole picture, and it transforms everything. Maybe somebody felt taken for granted. Maybe they felt like their emotions were being taken for granted, that their empathy and their compassion with the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups. This is basically somebody who's very, you know, very much like the King of Cups. So I think it's a continuation of that. It's just from the same deck. So this is the closest card that tarot can deal you, saying the same person. This person felt maybe taken for granted. With the Four of Cups, that's literally what it means. And so this transformation comes out. And so somebody states their boundaries, most likely. Says, hey, listen, this isn't working for me. It was making them, you know, the response, if there wasn't healing, would have been like, you know, a hot-headedness, you know, getting upset. This looks like one becomes very, very happy once they state their feelings about something. And maybe it comes out in a burst because it built up, you know, like maybe it's something they don't feel comfortable doing naturally. They don't feel comfortable like stating their boundaries, you know, and saying, hey, this has got to change. And that's what happens. It happens, and the results are so positive. Eight of Pentacles, because they're starting to see the work that one is willing to put in towards them. You're also seeing the work you want to put into this. It's like it's like this grand vision, a big perspective is granted. That's what I want to say. Yeah, so it's like there's this moment, this break. You're taking a look at everything, where you're going in this, how much you've put into this and invested into it, and realizing that, like, yeah, there's still work to be done for sure, but this has been worthy of our efforts. And so I love this reading for you. So there was a stuckness, and it was specifically around your thinking. And maybe not just you, but this is relief for that. Becoming very, very happy, realizing that, you mean that I can untie my hands? This entire time I could have just taken that blindfold off and I can walk out between these swords. The swords, by the way, represent thoughts, thought patterns, ideas, the things that we tell ourselves, self-limited beliefs. Oh, you mean I'm not actually beholden to those things? I can be very happy? Yeah. So basically, it feels like you're popping a bubble. And that bubble was some kind of self-limiting thought in a relationship. And it might be somebody who pops it for you. But this is like restabilizing. It's beautiful. It's really positive. I love it for you. Tell me something you haven't told me. Tell me something about this... this dynamic that can shed some light on this between the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. What about this dynamic? So, yeah, you know, there's this kind of saying, like, we can't change our past. I beg to differ. We can, actually. And it's changing our perception of the past. So yes, while certain things happen, events happen, when you look closer and closer and closer, it's all freaking gray area. There's very little black and white in life. And so the thing that we haven't touched on is that the past has burdened you. That's what the tarot is saying. Now you throw this out if it doesn't feel right. It can also be somebody else's reading. But there's some memories. It's like there's something in the background that's been playing and it's been wearing you out. And you are not giving up. You're not one to give up or anything here, but to address it is going to change everything. That is the Judgment card. It came out and it's like, you know, there's been a theme with Capricorns and Cancer as well with the Judgment card, like shedding an old skin. So November is a time for you to take a look at the cost of keeping those memories black and white. And if you were to look at them a little closer, you may see details that change your perception and take some of the burden off of this individual. The Nine of Wands, looking out like what's coming next around the corner. So this really feels like, you know, how we can have self-fulfilling prophecies in all kinds of ways with all sorts of things. Because we're humans, we want to stay alive. And so we've learned that as a survival technique. If it happened once before, it's going to happen again. Be ready for it. Well, that's going to wear you out. So one way to kind of address it is just simply to address the way you're looking at it and give it an opportunity. Give yourself an opportunity to have your mind changed, you know, to be influenced by another perspective. Because it's like there could be multiple versions of this story, this history, these memories, right? These events. There could be multiple versions of them. Choose the one that best serves you, that empowers you, right? And it doesn't mean that it's wrong. These multiple versions, these different shades of gray, so to speak, they could all be right. They're all from different perspectives. Choose the one that best serves you. All right, you guys, I'm going to go into the extended where we're going to get advice. If this is where I leave you, I'm sending you off with love and light. Thank you so much for joining me. I adore you all. Please consider liking and subscribing if you got something of value from this. Bye-bye.